So now we are on YouTube too. Hello, people from YouTube. My name is Gabriele, and I'm a host here on Talk and Talk. Let me explain a little bit how TNT works. TNT is a language platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced speakers. All immersion meetings are not regular classes, so I'm not a teacher, I'm a student. And to enjoy this amazing environment, we have some rules to follow. The first one is to be respectful. The second one is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember that we are in a safe place, so feel free to make mistakes here. And the third one is have fun, okay? So as we are in 8 here, I will create another group, a small group, to make the conversation flows better. If you receive an invite to go to another room, please accept and choose a leader to guide the conversation. If you know, stay in the main room, okay? So let's get started. Okay, guys, see you soon. Have a good conversation. So let's get started with you, Carol. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. So my name is Caroline. I am 26 years old. I live in São Carlos, São Paulo, with my boyfriend. I work as a business intelligence analyst, and I work from home. And I started at TNT 3 weeks ago, as I said, and I'm studying to make an exchange to Malta in January for 3 weeks. It's only 3 weeks, but I think it will be nice. So that's it.
That's so amazing. And how long do you live in São Carlos?
Oh, I lived here 8 years ago. I moved to another city, but I came back to the city since 2021.
Oh, that's nice. So let's move on. Leslie, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Wesley William. I have 29 years old. I live in Porto Alegre City. It's south of Brazil. I am here on TNT. Today, I complete just my second month here. So my English improved a lot. So I have more confidence than my first day, right? So I am a data engineer. And that's it, guys. In my free time, I like to work, and I like to play video games as well on the computer, and that's it.
How many hours do you spend on TalkNTalk to talking in English?
I have
Per week. Per week.
per week. Well, every day 1 hour, so 5 hours. But there is a host guy that he is on a vacation, so we don't have a schedule on 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 Fridays. So I I am waiting for his return to reschedule again the immersion on Fridays.
Ah, that's nice. It's many hours per week, and I totally sure that you improved your English for on TalkNTalk and
Yeah,
during the immersion.
yeah, and one more point. For us that we work in from home office, uh, it helps a lot to keep our skill that speaking on public, the skill this skill will keep updated. because we are here speaking with strangers, broadcasting to YouTube, and it's such a challenge, So I think it is a good thing as well to keep our skill to speak in public updated.
Yeah, not only in English, but also in Portuguese, to speak in Portuguese. I will talk about it during the conversation, but just wait. And last but not least, Fernando, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. About what Wesley was saying, that he studies like 1 hour per day here on TNT, and it's amazing because I think I choose the same immersions than he does, because we are on the same immersions every day, almost every day. It's awesome. Well, I live in Brasilia. My name is Fernando. I'm 33 years old. As I told you, I have a son. I am spending the week with him because he is on vacation, and that's amazing. It's really good to spend time with him. And I'm here on TNT since December, and since March I am a host here as well every Friday, 5 p.m. And I work in the environment protection field. And I'm really interested in the languages field as well. So that's it.
So nice. And do you have plans for the weekend with your son? Yeah, your son.
Yeah, we're probably we are going to the cinema, watch the Spider-Man animation. He's really looking forward. That's it. And
I'm
play
looking
a lot of video games.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward for Barbie's movie, but I'm not talk about it in this immersion. So my name is, of course, my name is Gabriele. I'm 31 years old. I was born in a city in the south of Rio Grande do Sul called Pelotas. But 2 years ago, I moved to Rio de Janeiro, and now I'm living in this beautiful city. I'm a food engineer, and I work as a science entrepreneur. And I studied English for many years. I started to learning English in 2011, but just 2 years ago I started to do some conversation classes, and then started on TALK as a talker. And at the beginning of this year, in January, I think so, I started as a host. This is my immersion number 25. Can you imagine it? So a long time here. And on my free time, I really like to stay at home watching movies and series, or just discover new bands, but because I'm so passionate about music, or just hang out with my friends here on Rio de Janeiro. So let's move on to the next question. And I'd like to ask to Carol, how important is self-love to your life?
I think it's really important. I try to practice self-love to keep me in a good mood, keep myself happy, motivated, especially. So it's really important for me.
And for you, Fernando?
It's really important, but I think I don't give the attention that I should in the daily routine, because I'm usually rushing and running, and I let this moment aside. It is not good, and it make me so good when I do things for myself, when I take care of myself. It is like my levels of dopamine, I guess, increase, and when I not taking care of me, they decrease. So it's really, really important, and I think everyone should give a lot of attention on that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I think sometimes you are so involved in your routine and you don't think about self-love and about the things that you are capable to do and your qualities, So I think it's important to have a moment in your week to think about it and to point the things, because sometimes you feel so stressed out or maybe not happy with ourselves, and it's important to have a moment in our routine, in your routine, to think about it and to recognize your potential and how good you are, how capable you are, and something like that. And for you, Wesley, how important is self-love?
I think it's essential, right? Because we need to take care of ourselves. And I have to disagree with Fernando because he said he is always busy, right? Do several things on his routine. And there is one point about it, because self-love is not only things that you do for yourself now. For example, when you are working on your career, and investing your time and investing your money for your future, it's like a self-love gesture, right? So I think it's important because when we are working, we are having self-love to us in the future, So I think it's essential. Of course, we need to take care of us in the present as well. So that's it. I think it is essential.
Good point, Wesley, because it's like sometimes how can I explain it? It's so complex, but it's like when we do things for yourself for a long way, for a long period, it's like an investment in you. It's like oh my God, I care about me. I'm a priority in my life. So it's like a self-love. So I totally agree with you. I agree with you, all of you guys, but this vision about long term, it's so essential. And sometimes we are so focused on, oh my God, I'm not good with myself today, but I'm continuous doing things in my life that makes me better and recognize who I am and my values and my capacities. So I think it's like this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like to comment. Go ahead, Carolina, please.
No, I was just going to say that we can get used to live in on automatic way. So we have to always think about why I'm doing this, what I'm doing for me, even in a long-term thing or to make the present. So it's a good thing to think about in self-love.
Yeah, that's true. And about what Wesley said, good point, really good point. It's more about what is self-love, because I was thinking like self-love as a moment to relax, a moment to do our thing, something that I like, something to make me feel good. But you raised a really good point, because it's not just that, it's wider than that. So yeah, I agree.
And the video brings to us
You
something
were
like
muted.
I'm
No.
muted. No,
Now it's okay.
So the video brings to us an idea about it, because it's not only to do things that make us good in a day, but also to choose the right people that are around you, or think about the things that you want to do in our lives, like a career or family or whatever. So I think self-love have many visions. You can see, you can consider a vision to take care about you, but we have the vision a long term, so we have both. And the third question, it's about the things that you love most in you. So, Fernando, what are the things you love most about you?
Oh, it's so difficult to talk about about ourselves. Well, I like the way that I think, the way that I get out of the problems, the way that I solve problems, and I like to study things and go deeper on the subjects, and so I really like that, and I don't give up easily. As much as I postpone the things a lot, but I don't give up. I take a lot of time to do the thing, but I do it. So I really like that.
Yeah, good points. And you, Wesley, what are the things you love most in you?
Yeah, there's a lot of things like my spiritual connection with myself. I like to meditate in daily basis, and I am doing this more than 10 years, and it's amazing. It's such thing that everyone have to do, right? I recommend because you can get a lot of improvements in your mind. You can be more reflexive about the life and a lot of things, and you can understand more about yourself as well. So it's a nice thing, and if you have a full schedule, for example, is essential to keep your mind clean and focused on your goals. It's amazing. And of course, another human things, right? My intelligence, my memory, logical reasoning, and I think mainly my willpower, because I am an introspective guy, so I just watch a lot on other people. I observe a lot on other people. So I see the people just struggling with some goals and difficulties, but I have my willpower that just the situation seems like it's easier to me because I have a stronger willpower that, and the situations for me it's easier. So it's my profile. If I have a goal, I will work a lot to achieve those goals, achieve it, and I will stay all night awake just working on that. So and of course we need to keep in balance about it, because I sacrifice a lot my dreaming hours, my sleep hours. So it's bad for my health. So I have to keep it watching, and don't make mistakes about it. Take care of it.
That's nice. And you, Carol?
For me, I just one point. I loved that you talk about especially your personalities. So it's really nice to think about that, because I'm always afraid to look like full of myself. I don't know, it's how we say, but I always think about physical characteristics. So like I really love my hair, my curly hair. I really love my eyes. But I'm high spirits. I'm really a outgoing person. So I always try to remember those things to feel good with myself. So that's it.
It's so interesting about to talk that you talk about physical aspects, because for me it's easier to identify things that I really love in me, but it's totally related to my personality or my capacities or something like that. And I hear all of you talking about it, and I think about the things that I mentioned for you, that mentioned it to you about me, that the things that I love. And all these things are not related to my appearance, So it's an important thing, because sometimes we don't have a good self-esteem about us, and this sensation sometimes is related to our appearance. So it's nice to consider the appearance and to love all the parts of you, like body, because it's my body that makes me possible to do the things in my life, to walk and to I don't know, all the things. I'm so grateful for about the things that I have in my body and something like that. But about my personality, I have a lot of things to mention it, but I think meditation, like Wesley said, it's a good activity to connect to yourself and to think about the things that you really love in you and the things that you can improve in your life. But I'm consider myself a person so strong, and a person that don't be afraid to do the things. Don't be afraid to move on to another city. Don't be afraid to take risks. And I think that these two characteristics are the characteristics that I really love in me. But I will think with more love my physical aspect, because I think this is important, Carol. I think all of you need to think about how we are incredible with our appearance and something like that. And I think this process is better when we get old. I don't know, but I remember that when I teenager, I don't consider myself beautiful and something like that. And it changed during the years, So let's go to the next question. What are some activities or interests that contribute to your self-love journey? Carol, can you mention some activities or interests?
Yeah, sure. I'm vegetarian, so I really like to take care of my food, what I'm eating. I think that it's helped me a lot to pay attention of what I'm doing to myself. I like to take care of like skincare, take a quiet and long shower, just to relax. And even I like to go for a walk alone, just to think. Going to the gym, it's something that really it really contributes to my self-love. So that's it.
A time for you, it's just separated in a week, a time for you.
Yeah. Especially because I live with my boyfriend, so
yeah,
we became one thing. So I need to take a time to, well, what it's mine, what it's there.
Yeah. And you, Fernando?
Well, I was still thinking about what you've said about physical traits and personality, and it's so difficult to choose something in our body and say that we love that in ourselves. I think we or at least I am more critical about the physical things than the personality things. It's very difficult, and I think it's one of the points of have a low self-esteem or high self-esteem. It's very related to that, to how we give importance to that. But it was other thing.
No, but it's a good point. It's a good point.
And about what I do for myself, I really love going to the movies. I think it's the most amazing thing for me because I really feel like in my place there. I turn off of everything, every problems, everyone, and focus just on the movie and on myself. So it's really something that I really enjoy. Also go for a walk, take a long shower, as Carol said. It's amazing. I love taking long showers, and a lot of things really. I also do skincare. I simple things like trim the beard, do the eyebrows or something like that. Simple things can make a huge difference, I guess.
And I'd like to add something that, okay, Carol mentioned about the things that she does for our appearance. And you mentioned about the things that you do to take care of about your appearance, but you don't mention it about our appearance in the last question. So it's like a process. I'm thinking about it because I do a lot of things to take care of my hair, my skin, and my nails, and I cannot think about my appearance and the things related to who I am physically in the last question. So it's interesting because we sometimes we forget the things that we do for ourselves to take care about our appearance, So Wesley, you mentioned about meditation, but do you have other activities or interests that you do for cultivate your self-love?
Yeah, guys, I agree with all of you, all of your answers. And I just realized that self-love is just like take care of yourself, take care of your body, like be vegetarian, like Caroline said. I am vegetarian too. Go to the gym, take care of your body, and take care of your mind as well. Because if we go and meditate, we are just caring of our minds, right? And of course, I like to make exercises as well. I walk every day. I increase 100 meters every week. So every day I walk, I run on treadmill, and every week I increase 100 meters. So I am improving and increasing my distance and improving my health, and I have one more point to this question. We need to avoid give more value for others than yourself. So we need to take care, because I have on my family, I have parents in my family that they just do that. They give more values to others than their self, and they suffer because of it, So it's a thing. And of course, you need to keep it in a balanced way, You need to take care of you and take care of the people that you love, right? And I can say, I agree that everything that is in excess, it's bad. So it's something that we need to take in consideration.
Yeah, some relatives give themselves to others and don't care about them. So it's crazy, because if you don't care about you, how do you care about the others? So you need to take care about you first and then to care about the others. For me, it's like this in my mind. And we can discuss about it because we have a question that is related with this point. I will bring to you. And for me, I think I do a lot of things for myself, for cultivate my self-love. Like I do exercise. Sometimes I go walk to the beach, or just practice yoga, because yoga, it's like a way to move my body and to take care of my mind. So I have both in a simple activity. I pay attention to the things that I eat. Like, I'm not vegetarian, but I'm a flexitarian, so I reduce the consume of meat, and I try to eat health foods in a day, in my routine. And of course, I have some process, like Carol said, like skincare, take care of my hair, and I try to separate a time for me at the weekends to do the things that I really love to do, like to watch movies and to just put my favorite songs on TV and sing like that, or just stay with people that consider myself, that people that are important to me and treat me with kindness. I think it is important to choose the people that are around you. So yeah, guys, I think that's some activities that I do. And I suggest you to skip some questions and go to the question number 8, because this question is related what Wesley said about relation. It's not in a romantic way, but all the types of relationship. So sometimes you need to have some boundaries to preserve our self-love, you know? So the question is, how do you set boundaries in our relationships to protect our self-love? Carol, can you answer for us?
Yeah, it's a really hard question because I try to avoid everything that make me feel bad, like, and not just to please someone. I always try to be my priority, but it's not a easy way to do, because I do therapy, psychotherapy, every week, to pay attention of something like that. Am I making the best for me, or just to please someone? So the boundaries are really hard to set, but I don't know any more advices that I can say about it. It's just we really need to focus on ourselves. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think in our relationship, like a friendship or a romantic relationship, you need to consider yourself at first. Because if the other people do things for you that not good, you need to recognize it, because it's impossible to have any type of relationship with a person that don't respect you, or don't consider the things that you said, that you say, or do things that makes you down, like tell you that you are not enough, or I don't know, things that are related to the things that you really love in you. So you need to pay attention it and consider it in all relationships that you have in your life. For me, it's like that. And for you, Wesley?
This one is a hard one. It's a hard question. I was thinking while you was answering, and I think one point I think, and this point is discuss about expectations in any kind of relationships. like friends or your relatives, boyfriends, girlfriends. And I think communication is essential, so you can mitigate or eliminate any problems that can result if you don't have communication, right? So communication is essential. You need to speak with your family, your parents, your friends, set up some boundaries. So, for example, if they want to go in your house and you are not available, for example, so you need to speak with them, right? The people have a lot of difficulties to just speak. It's communication. It's easier. It's a easy thing, So, but in our society, even on our jobs, on the companies, we can see that a lot of communication failures, and this result in a lot of problems. So I think we can solve that or mitigate that just training our communication, uh, expressing our ideas, and just discussing our expectations.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And one thing that I'd like to mention about it is that communication it's important because if you don't communicate the things that you want or what you feel about some situation, you consider you put more importance in the others. So it's like it's a way that you give the decision or give the power to the others about yourself, so you need to communicate how do you feel in some situation, or it's simple. It's like you said, sometimes you just tell what you are feeling, or if you are not comfortable to receive someone, or if you are okay to receive other person or something like that, you need to tell the others. And I think communication is essential for any relationship.
I was just an edit. I was thinking about that it's not that easy as it sounds because communication. But I was thinking that I have made some mistakes about that, trying to avoid some conference. So I don't know, conference. It's really hard, and it became like a snowball of feelings when you don't speak what you want and what you're feeling. So it's really hard to think about it. The communication is the key, but it's not that simple to get it.
It's a process. So Fernando, tell about it.
I agree 100% with everything that you've said. And I also believe that communication is the key, but it's not easy, as Caroline said. I was thinking about there are so many different kinds of relationship. In each relationship, we had to set boundaries like in a different way. But always the goal is never lose yourself. So this is something that I really pay attention, especially since 2018. I don't want to turn the conversation to the political side, but this political thing, like this political polarization, really opened my eyes to some friendships that I had that was not make me feel good, and I didn't know why. I thought that the problem was me in some kind of way, but I realized that there were some reasons for that, and I grow apart of some people, and this made me feel good. So as much we like some people, we need to be careful with that, with the way that we are treated, and the way that people are, the way that people think. So this is really important.
Yeah, I think it's a part of self-love to consider the people that are around you and the people that have the same values as you. So this is the political thing. It's like a value. It's the thing that you believe it. So you need to. It's not. I think it's important to have in your uh, not in your friendship circle, but the, the persons that takes part of our life, people that with different visions about anything. But the people that are close to you and the people that you choose to support you in some moments, these people needs to have the same values as you. I think it is important to our self-love and other things in life. So guys, we have time for one more question to answer in a quick way. And I suggest to discuss about the question number 10. Are there any area in your life where you need to practice more self-love? If so, which one? If so, which one? Wesley.
I think that is it's a simple one. As I said before, I need to sleep more, because I am sacrificing my sleep time to study or work, and it's hard. And of course, it's bad for my health. But that's it. I don't have any other area in my life to improve in this aspect.
And you, Carol.
I was thinking like not just self-love, but self-confidence and self-knowledge about my what I'm doing with my career, and I need to pay attention of what really makes sense to me, as the video said before. Uh, And if I'm not very confidential, no, no, confidence about myself, my projects just go down and not uh, take me to the places that I want to be. So I need to pay attention of something like that. I need to know my potential, what I'm good about. So I think this kind of self-love also.
Yeah, I have the same answer. I think in my case, I need to improve my self-confidence, and not only about my self-confidence to work, but also my confidence about myself, the person that I am. But the first one about work that is related to acknowledgement, one thing that helps me a lot is that to celebrate the baby steps. So you need to celebrate the baby steps uh, that are important to achieve something big. So in the past, I was not this type of person that celebrate my achievements. And now, if I have a small achievement, I celebrate to myself, not with a party, but like an intern inner a thing that occurs inside of me, like oh, this is so important to me. Sometimes I do something for me to celebrate it, but it's not a rule. But I recognize the baby steps, and I think this is so important to this process. And for you, Fernando. Sorry, Carol, go on.
No, I was just saying that I think that for women, it's just harder to think about that, especially in work, because I don't know about you, but I have a high rule of excellence. So I really push myself too hard sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so it's harder to think about that, celebrate the little steps. It's not easy.
It's a process. So, Fernando, go on.
Yeah, I need to do that to celebrate the small steps. I don't do that. I should do it. And I think I also push myself a lot, and I have this bad habit of blaming myself when I am taking some time for me. to relax. When I'm watching a movie, I keep thinking that I have 1 billion other things to do, and I should be doing that instead of being like relaxing watching the movie. So this is not good for me because I don't relax doing the thing that I'm doing. So it's something that I have to change.
Wesley put something on the chat. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, oh yeah, no, my parents didn't tell me about it, but I think there's something related like with this. Like I have an uncle that sometimes told me if when I take 8 in a test, he told me, "Oh my God, just only 8? Why not 10?" So it's like that, and I don't have problems with it, but I think depends in that circumstance. It could affect you and your self-confidence for some areas,
Yeah, that's why I texted this point, because I think it can affect us in our future. When we grow up, we stay with this on our minds, So it's a thing that will define our behavior.
Yeah. So, hello guys, welcome again. I'd like to know about Wanda. How was the conversation for you?
It's like therapy, group therapy with Sonia is a psychologist, and Luan, me, and Gabriel. Gabriel needed to go out. Yeah, it's a good conversation. Yeah, I appreciate.
Oh my God, thank you for sharing. And you, Sonia, how was the conversation for you?
It was very good conversation. The theme, the subject is very deep, and we can talking a lot about auto love or auto-esteem, because it's I said it's the base of the personality. You have to construct your personality over your auto love.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Sonia. And I think about what you said about deep subjects. I think when we have this opportunity to talk about things that are deep, I don't know, but it's like it's so good for the English too, because we learn a lot of vocabulary, and it's like it's the moment that you can express ourselves more easier. I don't know if you guys, but I have this sensation.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
And you, Luan, how was the conversation for you?
Lovely. Wanda and Sonia, they are kind, so much kind. I think the questions were hard to answer, and that is the point for me. And thinking of myself is not something that I used to like, but the place, not the place, but the place. The place was comfortable to share personal information, personal experience, sometimes not so good experience, but it's already over. Glad to know that Wanda overcome her things, Sonia as well, me as well. It was lovely.
That's nice. And if you could define what self-love means to you in one word, what would it be?
It's for me. The question number what?
12.
12, okay. I think this is hard, but hardworking, But for me, it means self-love, hard working in whatever you want, learning languages, speaks, and mostly get knowledge.
Just one word. Not
Hard working.
okay.
Hard working.
So guys, thank you for your time to stay in this immersion with me. I put on the chat the survey about this immersion. You can put a note from 1 to 10 and maybe share some ideas to topics that you really like to discuss about, and you bring to the immersion. Next week we will talk about spirituality. It's another subject more deep, but I promise that I will bring more, I don't know, not too deep in the next in the next weeks. Okay. So thank you guys. Have a good rest of week.
Gabi,
And-
we have the same
Thank
topic
you.
in the same week.
No problem. We can participate in both meetings.
Saturday is
And
about spirituality.
okay, we can participate in the same meetings and then discuss more and more about this topic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank
Thanks,
you
guys.
guys. Bye bye.